Welcome in. Thanks for stopping by again on such short notice. We are back with another quick edition of IDP. Today we have some new indie rock, some new indie pop, some psychedelic rock. It's pretty much kind of the usual. I was up a little bit late last night. I think my throat might be a little gravelly, but you know, we're gonna try and persevere. Definitely help yourself to a beer. You might want to, take a nibble of a meat stick, take off your shoes, put up your feet. Let's get started. All right, first we have the second full-length studio album for the Los Angeles-based duo, go by the name Monde UFO, Monde UFO. The name of their album is titled Flamingo Tower, and it is out now on Fire Records. This is, we'll call it experimental art pop with elements of psychedelic rock, lounge music, krautrock, avant-garde jazz, no wave, etc. I'd say it's fairly lo-fi, but sophisticated, does have vocals. They're kind of in a spoken, like talky style, almost sometimes the vocals are kind of distant in the mix. There's a fair bit of skronk, some like wailing saxophone, burbling synths. Occasionally has shades of artists like Stereolab / Broadcast / Vanishing Twin. That kind of style peaks up every once in a while throughout the record. Yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I think you really have to be in the right, mood to kind of absorb what they're putting down here. If it sounds like something that might scratch you where you're itching, I'd say it's worth checking out for sure. That is Monde UFO, and their album is titled Flamingo Tower.
I made this bed in overred beside a back of glue.
Next we have a new release from El Paraiso Records. This is the new LP from the Oakland, California multi-instrumentalist Justin Pinkerton. He releases music under the name Futuropaco, and this one is titled Fortezza di Vetro Volume 2. So I do believe that Justin plays all the instruments on this album, so it's essentially a one-man band. This is kind of your heavy psychedelic rock with very strong library music and jazz rock vibes. Fuzzy guitars, synths, flutes, a lot of exotic kind of instrumentation. Strong Greek psychedelic rock influences can be heard as well. This album is all instrumental, so definitely a non-starter for those of you out there that are looking for something to sing in the shower. This isn't going to fit the bill. I think if you liked either of the previous two Futuropaco records, I know we featured one of them on this channel in the past, but if you like any of them, I think you're going to like this one. It's not moving too far away from what's been done before. Likewise, I think if you liked Volume 1, you're going to like Volume 2. However, I don't think you need to have listened to Volume 1 to get all the references in Volume 2. I think you're going to be fine. You can just jump straight into Volume 2 if you'd like, but I think that it is worth also, checking out Volume 1. So again, that is Futuropaco, and this new album is called Fortezza di Vetro, which I'm sure I'm butchering, Volume 2, out on Paraiso Records. All right, this next one, this is the 10th studio LP for the Olympia, Washington band that go by the name Lake, just Lake. The new album is called Bucolic Gone, and it's out now on Don Giovanni Records. This is an indie pop record. It's indie pop with elements of 1980s new wave and soul, has electronic keys, synthesizers, horns, strings, elaborate arrangements. Features a long list of kind of guest musicians and vocalists that appear throughout the album. I think at certain points you might even say that it has a little bit of yacht rock in it. Yeah, I found this one really delightful. The songs are strong, the execution is tight. I think if you can get down with this kind of, sophista indie pop, it's well worth checking out. I like the variety in the vocals. There's both male and female vocals throughout the album. Once again, that is the Olympia, Washington band called Lake, and their new album is called Bucolic Gone.
Then I saw you in your favorite jeans. It feels so friendly when you say hello. No wonder I want to wrap you up and take you home. I'm looking forward to the chance to meet again. I remember how to swim when I'm with you. No one ever taught me how to dance. I remember how to love. Now that you've given me the chance to, love is deeper now.
Next up, we have the second full-length release for the London-based band called The Tubs. Their album is titled Cotton Crown, and it's out now on Trouble in Mind Records. I love the Tubs debut LP, which is titled Dead Meat. It was one of my favorite albums of 2023, so this one came in hotly anticipated. Again, most of this band, I believe all but one member, were previously in the group Joanna Gruesome, and even Lam McArdle of Joanna Gruesome and currently of Ex Void, she contributes backing vocals once again throughout most of this album, and to me that really adds a certain quality that I really love. This is once again jangly power pop with shades of UK folk rock involved as well. I often will say a vibe like Bob Mould's Sugar meets Richard Thompson vibes, that kind of thing. The album cover is a photo of bandleader Owen Williams, his mother breastfeeding him, and I think that the tone of the album is darker because of the passing of his mom. So I think that's why that kind of I think that's why they chose to put that kind of very personal, I guess, photo for the album cover. Really love the songwriting on here. Once again, I'm still somewhat perplexed that more people didn't didn't seem to dig that first LP quite so much. I felt like it was just chock full of crowd pleasers, one right after the other. Anyway, I didn't find this second album to be quite as immediate, not as immediate as I found that debut release to be, but I still love it, and more with each listen. And this one has earned the coveted douche seal of approval. Once again, that is The Tubs, and their second LP is titled Cotton Crown.
And I'm all about for the creeping dread of balance living. I know the way it goes, I know it's all as our intention. When I leave you on the shelf, I do it to myself. 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 'Cause it's no, it didn't start. No, it didn't start. I know, it must be strange to be the one caught in the middle. Well, come on, baby. Come on, baby. You know I'm not myself. I'm somebody else who loves